Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World. Tonight I'm showing you how to make this beautiful little box. It's made using the largest shape from the Stitched Nested Label Dies. So I'm using the very largest one, and it turns into this cute little house-shaped box, and it's really quick and easy, and it's a lovely sturdy finish on the bottom, as you can see, using the two wee flaps. So it's nice. I think it's really pretty, and you can fill it up with chocolates or gift voucher or whatever you want to give. And I thought I would go with From Our House to Yours, which is perfect wee stamp set for giving to neighbours, all your local people that live around you. We like to give wee tiny gifts at this time of the year, throw a card in. This wee stamp set is perfect. So I'm going to show you how to make it. First of all, you're going to need some bits. The colour I'm going with is Cherry Cobbler. It's a lovely rich Christmassy colour, and I chose it really because I have this lovely Cherry Cobbler ribbon which works all just perfectly. So you're going to need 3 strips of, where's my other one? Right, 2 strips of this measuring 2 inches wide by, holy cow, where did I write it down? 6 1/8. I know, odd, but you have to fit it round your wee shape. You need 2 of the largest cut out completely. It shows a lovely stitched edge on it. So let's get started. I have cut these already, obviously you don't want to listen to my machine, but I'm going to use my lovely new cutter from Stampin Up. This is now available for customers, so if you fancy one, help yourself. I'm going to slide up the cutting blade to the very top, and I'm just going to use the bottom, and I can see it's totally out of shot, and I don't think I can get any closer, so you're just going to have to take it for granted that what I'm doing is right. So slide that in and line it up to the 1/2 inch. Let's see if I can move you down a wee bit. There we go. Can you see it now? Oh, going to make you dizzy here. Right, slide it over to 1/2 inch. The 1/2 inch mark, which is here, alongside. These are your 2 strips you're working on. And slap that closed and just score. Turn it round and slide it in again to 1/2 inch. Just make sure you have it nice and lined up. The score blade on this is perfect for straightforward scoring. If you're doing a whole lot of scoring, get your scoreboard out. It's much better. But it's lovely and smooth, this. So now we need to go into 1 and... where is my measurements? 1 2/8, right? So 1 2/8 is 1 1/4. Slap that down and just score it. Put the other side in and go to 1 4/8, so 1 1/2 inches or 1 4/8, whichever turns you on, and score that. That's your scoring done for that. So just repeat it again with the other one. Line up 1/2 inch, score, and you're safe for keeping your cutting blade way up here just in case you accidentally think you're scoring and you're cutting. Not that I've done that before. Turn this way, 1 1/4 inches or 1 2/8. You just need to go up and down the once. It's great. It is a great wee cutter. And 1 1/2 inches for this side. And also get your label shapes, and with your stitching facing the right way up, pop that in, and we're going to line it up from point to point at one end only, and we're going to score that. And do that same on the other one. And I'm sorry if the lighting is not great tonight. I am working. I have to do this. This is Sunday evening here at home, and I have so much work on this week that I need to do my videos tonight, and it is the blackest day ever. I mean, it is pitch black outside, and it's only like 4:30, not even 4:30. So the lighting in here is pretty bad. I've all the lights on that I can do without getting too many shadows, so I'm hoping that it works for you. I'm going to slightly bring this back again so that you're looking more straight. Sorry, don't turn away now if this makes you ill. So now we need to get your panels first, and we'll work on these. Get your scissors. The two wee lines up to the 1/2 inch, we're going to cut those just slightly angled off and get those out of the way. Same on this side. I am working on really bad light, so I hope I don't make a mistake myself. Do that on both sides. And this is forming the base of your box, which will be 1 inch wide, so it does hold wee chocolate balls, or as I say, gift cards and whatever. It will definitely fit in there, no problem. So fold up all your wee edges, and we'll just leave this to one side. And you can see it's starting to form the shape that you need to go around your box, or to form your box, I should say. So that will be like this and go on to one of the sides, as I'll show you shortly. So we'll just do the same with the other one. Now, there's quite a bit of stamping done to decorate this box, so I may do the stamping on a separate video, so those of you that are just interested in the box won't have to suffer through me stamping, but I will come back and do it. So we've just done the very same there. Get rid of the dirt. And just do your folds. You can run your bone folder down then if you fancy. So that's those. And now we want to do the same on that fold that was scored. Just score it in on both of those. And then another thing you need to do is go to the longest side on both your panels, and we're going to punch a wee hole for the ribbon to go through. So get your punch tool, whatever you use yourself for your punch. Don't go too close to the edge. If you punch one and then line up the long side of the other and just punch it the same, you'll get them both then at the exact same spot, which is handy. Just punch through that same hole and that gives you both. So now we're going to join them up. We've scored the panels, cut them out and scored those. So punch 2 holes, done that. I've all my wee list here to keep me right. So we're going to stick our sides now. So this is going to be the top, where the ribbon is the top of your box. It forms the wee roof up here. So keep that up that way, and we're going to put glue on this center piece here. I'm using wet glue. You decide whatever you want. Just make sure that you get glue right along those edges, because that's where it's going to hold the whole thing together, but don't go overboard that it's squeezing out. But do get right down there into those corners if you can. And then just simply take one of your pieces. Now this is the bottom, so you can line that up. Line it up perfectly from corner to corner in that. Keeping this so that you will be able to bend perfectly. Just go along your score line there, and that should keep you right. And give it a good press. Now we can add the same to this side. Turn it around if you want. Just get right into those corners again. It's just, this is the important part of the box, and keep those scored ones to the same direction. And line that up again, point to point. And give it a good press. And you can see your box forming. So we need to add this last one and make sure that we have the holes at the same end. So we're going to put glue on this one and then join this onto this. And again, get your points well glued so that it's supporting your box. Line that one up point to point, just so that you can see the ridge where you scored it. Whoops, a daisy. Went a bit crazy there. Just keep that nicely lined up. So now you can see that your bits are all forming in. Fold that down. And that should join onto that one. So put glue on this last one here. Again, get right up into those corners so that it's well stuck. Hold that down and press that into it, and that should line up perfectly. Just give it a good press, that glue takes. And there you have that lovely wee box shape, and this is going to form your top. So to get into the box, all they have to do is open up the ribbon. That forms that nice wee house shape, and the bottom part is going to be all stuck together now. So you can actually put glue on these stripy or sticky out bits. Just a bit to hold it. On both of those, both sides. Whoops. And just pop those out of your way. And put those down. Ooh, I'm getting very sticky with glue, which I did not want to do. Fold those in temporarily so that you can set your box up straight and use your bone folder just to press those so they're taken nicely and form a nice flat shape. When you're happy with that, then we're going to stick the bottom. These wee flaps we're going to stick, and that'll secure it all and makes really wee sturdy wee box that you can put something of ample weight in it, you know. So just press one down and one on top, and again go in with your bone folder. Just give it a good press. And that should keep it nice and sturdy. Lovely wee end on it. Give that another wee press because I really want it to take nice. Yep. So that's it. So now we need to thread our ribbon through. At this stage you could fill it up with your sweets. I'll show you these chocolate balls. See how many I can get in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11. That's pretty good going, isn't it? So you could have those in and even slide in a nice wee gift card, if that's what you do, to your neighbours. If not, decorate it up with some other stamp set. So you've got your holes, so you want to thread your ribbon through one hole and out the other. Pull enough through to tie yourself a bow, and then just make sure they're tucked in perfectly. And tie your bow. Just don't over pull it, or it'll go inside the other. Should sit nicely, yep. And just tie yourself a wee bow. Try and get the same type of ribbon coming through for your bow so it looks the same. It doesn't matter so much if these are going to be different. If you're really fussy, just foot it about till you get it nice. Oof, keep pulling that one too long. And then just clip off your and there you have the box. So the next video will show you how I stamped. I don't like the way I've left that. Make sure you get those nice and supported. So, and you can also set your bow so it's sitting up the ways. See that one. So that will go on there. I actually have a wee heart stamped, which comes out of the same, and I think it just sits lovely on top of the box to break that wee space up. So I just did it in basic grey, and the piece that you need for this when I come back is where is it? 2¼ inches by 3 inches, and then we're going around the corners and we'll do our stamping. So hope you enjoyed that. I'll have all the details down below, and be sure and come back for the other video, which I'll also link down below to see how I did the stamping. Bye.